Let's make these Swiss enchiladas today. You can skip this step if you want to make these with rotisserie chicken. Simply take out the skin, shred the meat, and you're done. I am going to cook chicken thighs for our enchiladas. I have 4 large chicken thighs in here with the skin and the bones. I'm going to add some onion. I'm going to add a couple garlic cloves, some bay leaf. And this is optional. I have it in my fridge, so I'm gonna use it. Thyme. I want my chicken to be very flavorful. When we cut into the enchilada, I don't wanna just have plain boiled chicken. That's why I'm dressing it up here. I'm going to add some salt. And we're going to let this simmer for about 25-30 minutes until the chicken is cooked through. Go ahead and skim any foam that you get when it starts boiling. There's some fat coming out with that too, which is nice. Okay, we'll just let this finish cooking. Our chicken is cooked, guys. I turned off the heat, and now I'm gonna remove it from the liquid. I'm gonna skin it, debone it, and shred it. Don't throw away the broth. Wait for it to cool down, skim off the fat. I would pass it through a sieve so I can get rid of, all the herbs and stuff. And then you can use it for rice, for example, or put it into an ice tray and freeze little cubes so that when you need chicken, stock or broth for any recipe, you have it. So for our sauce for the enchiladas, we're going to blend all of this. We're going to blend it with a max of ½ cup of water because we want a nice thick sauce, not super runny. I have 8 tomatillos. I have 2 poblano peppers that I chopped. I have 2 jalapeños, which are seeded and chopped. Poblanos are seeded as well. I have a piece, maybe 1/4 of a white onion, 2 garlic cloves, and about ½ a bunch of cilantro. So, that much. After I blend it, I'm gonna transfer it into a hot, dry skillet. By the way, I am not going to remove the stems from my cilantro. I'm gonna use the whole thing. This is loaded in flavor. I'm going to add ½ a teaspoon of cumin, maybe a teaspoon of oregano. Better if it's Mexican oregano, but if you can't find that, just use whatever you have. I'm also gonna add some salt. So we're gonna let this cook for a good 15-20 minutes at medium heat. Okay, this is ready. See how it changed to a dark green? Oh, it smells heavenly. I'm going to turn off the heat and I'm going to add a cup of Mexican crema. If you can't find this, mix sour cream with just heavy cream, or just use plain cream, or just plain sour cream. Beautiful. All right, we're going to set our sauce aside. I'm gonna taste this for salt. It's fine. Don't make it too salty because we're putting cheese on in our casserole. I'm gonna steal a little bit of our sauce and mix it in with our shredded chicken. Just want that chicken to be really flavorful. When you're shredding your chicken, make sure to get rid of all the yucky parts. The black vein that's next to the bone, the cartilage, anything you would not like to, feel inside your mouth when you're eating this. And as you can see, I did not shred this super thin. We're going to pour about half of our sauce in the bottom of our casserole pan. I'm using a mixture of mozzarella and pepper jack for our enchiladas. I have a cup of each. You guys can use just pure mozzarella. You can use Oaxaca. Use whatever cheese you guys like, as long as it's a melty cheese. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little of this cheese at the bottom here, because why not? All right, now let's start working on the tortillas. So now we want to soften our tortillas. I'm just going to dip them in, the skillet with some hot oil just for a few seconds per side. And we are ready to fill it. So what I did was make the tortilla pliable. I'm just gonna dab off the excess oil. And now we're gonna fill it. And into the pan it goes. I am gonna do that with the 8, and I'll be back. This would have worked better in a rectangular pan, but I wanted to get all fancy schmancy. But it works. So now we're gonna pour the rest of our sauce on top of our filled tortillas. Drown them. And we're going to put the rest of our cheese on top. This is gonna go into an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 175 centigrade, for about 25 to 30 minutes until the sauce is bubbling and all this cheese is nice and melted. Check these out. Yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna let them rest for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll serve them and eat. I'm gonna serve these with a little extra cilantro on top. And I'm gonna scatter some radish slices. Put some slices of lime, and there we go. Okay, let's taste this. Mmm. Really, really nice. That chicken is ultra moist and it is very flavorful. Oh, absolutely great. It was quite perfect actually.